Welcome to the Clapper Racing YouTube channel.
Good morning, everybody. I am going to first start off with apologizing for the lack of content for all three of you that watch my videos. It's been a few weeks since I've uploaded one, but hopefully there will be some action this weekend with the RX7. I drove it to work yesterday, knock on wood, everything's good. Going to work for me is about 102 miles of round trip. So it's been running good, looking pretty good. So one of the reasons for my lack of content is I'm dealing with some repairs on my house that I've been neglecting for a while. Got a new roof, gonna get new gutters. A lot of the front yard, got the trees removed in the front, and I'll show you a little bit of progress on the shop area. It's coming along. Getting rid of a lot of trees that were in the backyard too, in my way. A friend of mine's coming today, getting a patio poured back here where the old deck was. Tore the deck down and just gonna do a patio with some stairs going up. So got a really big pine removed. So here's where the shop's gonna go. Showed you in the other video, but got the driveway pretty much cleared off. Over here goes all the way to the road. So I wanted a separate driveway going to this thing, and there it is. And here's where the shop is going to be, in this general vicinity in here. So yeah, so far it's looking like a 30 by 48, 12-foot sides, and I'd like to put a lean-to coming off on this side to park the car trailer and maybe a truck or something when I'm not using it. So that'll be good. But we are moving along. Got a lot of wood, a lot of stuff to burn. So that's probably gonna take a while. But I do have a wood heater that I'm putting in this shop, so I can use a lot of that oak right there for the wood heater. Cut it up, chop it up. I know a guy with a log splitter, so probably do that. But a lot of stuff going on around here. Bobcat sitting over there, so it's a lot of money being spent to get this stuff done. So you have to bear with me while I throw money at people to do work for me, because I don't feel like doing it. So, but back to the RX7. The plan is to go to the drag strip this weekend. But we shall see. But I just wanted to show, I've always heard good things about these Dragys, and I bought one of these. I ordered it from 1320, and you actually get a free DVD with it, and it's like the same price as you can get them from Amazon. So I went ahead and ordered one. I heard they're really extremely accurate. So I wanted to show y'all this thing. I've already got it in the car. It's got a little magnetic base on it, and this part right here on the RX7s is metal, so I just got it stuck up here like that beside my this is my GPS sensor for the dash. But it comes with these little tabs you can stick anywhere. Like if you wanted to put it on your dash, you could just stick it there, or your console, or wherever you wanted to put it. And there's two of them in there, so you can have them in two different cars. I've got it plugged in. It doesn't really necessarily need to be plugged in, but from what I can tell, I'll show you the app. And connect. You'll see it light up there. And sending satellite data to Dragy. And it's got a few different options you can pick from. I haven't used it yet, but I will try to use it in this video. But trying to figure out what let's see, you can go and check, I guess, what you want to record here, and then you can go back and there's different, you can go in here and just pick your car and what you want to, what group you're in, and there's BMW groups, and then you can go through and pick, you can go to quarter mile times, and you can see the leaderboards for that, and it's people all over the world. So I mean, there's Nissans going 6.1s. I mean, I don't know if some of these are glitches or what, but it's pretty fast stuff on here. So hopefully I can try it out one time. I mean, people are saying sometimes they're within a tenth on the quarter mile track. So see if I can get this thing rolling later on today, and I'll give it a shot. Alright guys, today's Saturday, pretty day out. I've got the trailer hooked up to the dually, old Big Booty Judy here, and I'm gonna load the car up and get ready for the track tomorrow. I don't want to have to deal with it tomorrow morning, so I'm just gonna do it today and go to the track. I thought about doing the Dragy on the street, but really for a good comparison I'm gonna have to do it at the track. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you exactly how accurate it is and how accurate it ain't. I don't know. So let's load this biatch up. Back again. Should be some good air today. Make some passes. People rolling in still.
couldn't cut the camera on. I was trying to get this to work, but it didn't work. It wouldn't cut on for some reason. So I left on no boost because I let off the clutch pedal, which my two-step is wired up to, before I let off the trans brake. So that wasn't a good run, but we'll see what it was. It felt like it was falling on its face up top in first gear. So I had to look at the log and see what it was doing. Run number 3. Run number 2, I did the same exact thing on the launch. As you can see in the video, I let off the clutch and didn't let off the trans brake. And the car wanted to die after the burnout for some reason, so that kind of screwed me up. Trying to work the clutch and hold the gas and keep it on the brake so it don't roll through the beams. And so I had to back up and do it again, but we're gonna try it again. This will probably be my last run today. Little aggravated with the car. I turned the boost control on, so hopefully it'll make more boost, but we'll see.
What a day yesterday. What a day. If you're still watching the video, I appreciate it. I filmed an outro yesterday leaving the track. It's cold. You see my breath? But I filmed an outro leaving the track yesterday, but I kind of realized I didn't really explain anything. So if you want to hear my excuse train, let me know, or continue watching. And here it is. So yesterday when I got there, after the first pass, the track lights weren't working, so I didn't get a time slip after the first pass. And on the first pass, I realized that my laziness had come to bite me. So let me show you what I got going on in the car here. So let me unlock it. I unlocked it last night for heathens in the parking lot when we went to go eat. Look at the frost. This is supposed to be North Carolina. What in the world? But I've got the two-step still wired. As you can see, I've still got 3 pedals in here, so I can keep my man pedal. But so I've got the two-step wired to the clutch pedal, so I push it in. As long as I have this switch in the glove box on right here, the two-step works. So I have this on and here is my trans brake button. So I flip the switch on and I hold this. You can hear the click. As long as I'm holding these two, it's on the two-step on the trans brake. And then, so letting off like that at the same time is harder than you think. So one of the runs, I let off the clutch and the boost dropped down, and then I let off the trans brake. That was the first run, which was, I believe, my fastest pass. The Dragy said it was like 11.0. That was on gate pressure with a pretty bad 60-foot. And I didn't know if that was accurate or not, but come to find out, the Dragy is actually very accurate. So just to show you that I'm not lying, here's one of the time sheets or time slips I got right here. None, 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 none. So there's one. I think this might be an old one here that's from Coastal Plains. So here's one of my time slips, and that was with the pass that you saw. I actually launched the car and my foot barely tapped the clutch and it went back on the two-step, and I let off on it and it launched again, and then it got out and it spun, and then I had to let off and pedal it to get it to quit spinning. And that was this run right here. Ran 11:59 at almost 128 with a 2.160 foot, which is absolutely terrible. But it's still back having 27, 28 miles an hour, pretty consistent, on pretty close to gate pressure, which I'm pretty happy about. That's about where it was with the stick shift, so I know it's not hurt. I just need to get the front half dialed in. Another issue I was having was I couldn't keep the car idling after the burnout, and that was really, really pissing me off, as you can see in one part of the video. I actually, on the 4th run, I actually just aborted the run because I couldn't keep the car running, and I cut it off and cranked it up a bunch of times and it still wouldn't work. So I got pissed off and just drove through and put the car on the trailer. And it's probably a good thing because I had turned the boost way up, and when I got into it a little bit and the car saw like 22 pounds of boost, so it probably would have hit my boost cut anyways. So it's probably a good thing that it didn't work out. But that's really about it as far as that goes. My plans going forward is I'm gonna wire the trans brake bump box stuff up in the Mega Squirt, and I want to get everything on one place, one button. That way I can just bump in on one button and hold the trans brake in two-step with one button and just let it go. That's less stuff to manage, and I should have done that from the beginning, but I was too lazy. I will say the Dragy is very accurate. I'll show you on the time slip and what the Dragy said on my phone. So here's the Dragy from that run. So the time slip says 11:59 at 127.9. The Dragy says 1161 at 128.02, which is way better than I thought it would be as far as accuracy goes. Even the 8th mile is pretty close. 773 at 101, 776 at 100.9. That's pretty close. So luckily I had this on the first pass, or else I wouldn't have got anything. So this actually says 1112 at 126, 72 at 100. So it is what it is. I got some work to do on the car, but like always, I appreciate you guys watching. Trying to iron this thing out. Nothing broke, so I'm happy about that. Car still runs. I made 3 passes, 3.5 passes, whatever you want to call it, and the car is still running. I can drive it off the trailer. Everything's fine. I actually took a little bit of advice from Felix and Andrew. Thank you. I'm gonna go through and redo my idle settings, and when I upgraded the firmware, some stuff changed. So and I never went back and redid any of the idle stuff. It's kind of a long story there. If you want to know anything about the idle stuff and what I'm talking about, just leave me a comment. But so I'm gonna redo the idle, make sure it's better. So after I do the burnout, it's not trying to die, and I'm not rolling through the beams trying to keep the car running, stuff like that. Oh my God, they're running deer dogs. I don't know if you can see them running across the street. That's what you hear when you live in the country. But anyways, who's that piston? But anyways, that's gonna be it, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.